Yeah. What's good? It's your boy Flow Spitter, aka Cleve the Villain, coming out that H-Town, Houston, Texas, Southwest, man. It's that Closet TV Wop bringing the news from the closet, man. You know what I'm talking about? Squad business. Let's get it in. Let's go. Okay, so you got Charleston White and Mobb James from, I think he from Compton. He from Cali for sure. I think he from Compton. You know what I'm saying? He's a former Blood member. You know what I'm saying? But you consider as somebody who's been around for a long time. He don't bang no more. He's into like, more so talking to the youth and stirring people away from that path. So I respect Mobb James. You know what I'm saying? I do respect him. You know what I'm saying? My only issue is that, I don't even know where to start, man, because I seen what him and Charleston White was arguing about, and I get it. I understand the frustration of Mobb James, because the way Charleston White is gonna come at you is gonna be in a way where he's disrespecting you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why he has to relay his message like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just too many, damn, what the fuck is going on with my phone, fam? Hold on, y'all. I just got like 30 notifications at one time. All right. They still coming through. What the hell? That's why I'm gonna start doing my blogs with my camera. I got a whole camera, a Canon 4K camera. Don't even use it. Flat out ridiculous, dog. All right, let me back in full effect. So you know what I'm saying? Mobb James, you know what I'm saying? I understand this frustration, because the way Charleston White gonna come at you is gonna be kind of disrespectful, bro. Sometimes over disrespectful. Sometimes he even crossed the line. You understand what I'm saying? That'd be my only problem with Charleston White. Everything else he doing when it comes to the community activist stuff, teaching the youth, and showing people stuff about the judicial system and all that stuff, I respect that. Straight up, we need more people doing that. We need more black folks doing that. But I don't respect when he's disrespectful. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand Mobb James' frustration, but at the same time, it's like, niggas done died. People have lost their lives, man. Thousands of people, bro. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people all over the world, let alone, all over the United States, because of what was started in Cali or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So when Charleston White says what he says, saying, F this and F that, F this gang, F that gang. Now, I wouldn't have said it like that, but I would have said it in a way where the gang member is actually going to feel where I'm coming from. But when you say it like that, it's a sign of saying that you want to, like, go to war or something like that, or maybe it could be a sign of disrespect, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. The youth is not going to look at that like they're learning something. They're going to look at it like, well, if they follow what Charleston White just did, it's going to be a shootout for sure. You hearing Mobb James saying that if it was in his earlier days, that he would have hurt Charleston White. And I believe him. But my only thing about that is, how you gonna hurt Charleston White? Is he gonna sit there and let you hurt him? You know what I'm saying? Because, he's saying this, it's like, he not just gonna sit there. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't think Mobb James should have said that. You got the youth watching. You got people that are trying to get out of gangbanging, who want to stop gangbanging. They're watching as well. So when Mobb James says that, oh, he would have did this, or he would have did this to Charleston White, based off of, Charleston White yelling and saying this and saying that, that's not a good example. If you teaching the youth, if you're sitting up there trying to uplift the youth or whatever, you know what I'm saying, stir them to the correct path, then what you said, it kind of like goes against what you said. He don't need to know that, because you're not about to do nothing to him right then and there, because of you being a changed man. Not because you a bitch, but because you're a changed man. So I feel like he shouldn't have did that. He shouldn't have said that. He should have just over talked Charleston White. He yelling, you yell back. It is what it is. It's a debate anyways. So it is what it is. Voices are gonna get loud. When Charleston White starts saying what he's saying, then you gotta match his intensity. But at the same time, if y'all are talking to present positivity to the youth, then y'all should show great communication skills and not yell over each other. Actually talk back and forth, bounce off of each other's, you know what I'm saying, conversation of what y'all saying to each other pertaining to the topic y'all talking about. That's how you communicate. Y'all go back and forth. You don't, this person cut this person off, this person cut this person off, then this motherfucker get louder, and this person get louder, and it ain't gonna go nowhere. It's just gonna be a whole bunch of yelling, and it can end up to being violent. And that's exactly what almost happened just now. You know what I'm saying? With Mobb James. You know what I'm saying? Versus Charleston White. You know, I mean, when it comes to like what the gangbangs are doing in the communities, I understand where Charleston White coming from. You just got to relay the message a little bit more respectful. But I get it though where he coming from, because these dudes that's out here gangbanging, they're not respectful. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying every last person that's in a gang is a disrespectful person. I know gang members, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of them actually are good people, but they still involved in certain things that they shouldn't be doing and things that are not of God. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I feel like the message that Charleston White is relaying, I get it. You know, the gangs have destroyed our communities. You know what I'm saying? You got gang members killing left and right, killing each other left and right, destroying the communities. You know what I'm saying? You put a gang of people together to shoot each other up and hurt each other and go against each other, but you won't put a gang of basketball players together to go against these basketball players, and y'all can make money off of each team. Y'all could put a soccer team together. Soccer for the Long Beach motherfuckers from the Compton soccer team. And all the players get paid because the community is coming to watch them play. But what the community do is they'll put all their love and their money and their trust into celebrities, into people who we see on TV and stuff like that. When there's a dude that's tall as hell, he might not have made it to the league. He might not have made it to college or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Might have a bad background or where he couldn't go to college or whatever. Or might not just been the best academically. Whatever, it is what it is. But what I'm saying is the gangbangers that's doing all the stuff that they doing, their minds, they have a mental illness. You know what I'm saying? It's a mental illness, because they could be using their energy to build things, to start their own organizations, not criminal organizations. They could just start just based off of sports alone. You understand what I'm saying? But we let the media and society tell us who the best boxer is. We let the media and society tell us who the best basketball player is, best football player, best tennis player is, best golfer, best baseball player, soccer, whatever, etc., etc., best swimmer. But it's all these people in these neighborhoods that have a lot of talents, just haven't utilized them before, or they got in trouble, or they might be a little bit too shy, or whatever the situation is, or they might not even know that they can do it better than what they think they can, whatever the situation it is. So you got all these people that could be, you know, sports players, or they could be soldiers, or, you know, I mean, just so many different things that people can do in the hood, man. And they use that energy to be in gangs. I mean, it is really sad, fam. It's really sad. You know what I'm saying? Don't y'all get tired of seeing niggas like LeBron and all these other cats? There are people in the world that can hoop just as good. Like, straight up. Just as good, man. You know what I'm saying? But we let the media tell us who the best boxer is. We let the media tell us who the best basketball player is, or who the best mumble rapper is, when it's niggas out here spitting for real. We know that the people that we looking at on TV not the best rappers. These are mumble rapping ass, non-rapping ass, non-talented ass niggas. A lot of them are. But you got niggas that's been rapping fire bars and stuff like that people not even paying attention to, because the media pushes this stupid ass, weak ass, mumble rap ass music. I mean, man, fam, this is flat out ridiculous. So when you got Charleston White saying what he's saying, I get it. I understand his frustration, because you got old ladies, you got old men, you got kids, you got civilians, you got people that are law-abiding citizens, you got middle schoolers, elementary schoolers, high schoolers, college kids. Those type of people live in the hood too. Aunties and uncles and grandmas and granddaddies and little sisters and cousins and things of that nature. These people are a part of the neighborhood that are not into gang activity. And they can't even live their lives regular and as normal people, because in their neighborhoods, it's certain stuff that's going on that they just can't live normal. They got to worry about gunshots or a stray bullet going in through their window. They got to worry about, oh, their son is on the way to school, but on the way to school, he getting jumped or beat up or stole from by the gang members, you know, things of that nature. On the way to school, he's getting taunted and disrespected and mocked and made fun of, or maybe even put in predicaments where he has to join the gang. This is exactly what goes on, and nobody's doing anything about it. So how you gonna get mad at Charleston White for how he says what he says? I understand he do cross the line. He do say what he say. It is, I get it. He even talks shit about my religion. I blogged about him multiple times about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't like it. I thought that was just disrespectful to any major religion and anybody that's practicing Islam or Christianity, and I feel like he should have apologized about it. It is what it is. We forgive him, though. We forgive him. Because Islam is about peace and mercy and worship of God, so you can go to paradise, so you can go to heaven. Straight up. And we believe heaven is real. And heaven is not on earth. Hell is not on earth. Straight up. But, I understand where Charleston White be coming from. He just got to, relay his message a little bit better. But I get it, though. These gangbangers got to get they got to, like, these motherfuckers, you got to talk to them the way that they would talk to you in some kind of way. You got to match their intensity. It's like fighting fire with fire. And it ain't really good to fight fire with fire, but sometimes you got to. It ain't good to fight fire with fire, but sometimes you got to, bro. Sometimes you got to, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man. So when you got Charleston White that's saying what he's saying, I understand where you're coming from, dog. You know what I'm saying? And what I hate about people in the communities is that they will let gangbangers persecute them and oppress them and destroy the communities. But the people that live in the communities that really want the communities to be how they want the community to be, they don't do nothing about it. They don't even protest. They don't get up off their couches. Everybody, all the aunties and uncles and aunties and cousins and daughters and sons, and I don't care, senior citizens, whatever, the ones that can walk. I'm talking about they need to come. They supposed to come outside, and if they even catch a motherfucker sagging their pants, fuck being in a gang. Fuck a bandana. We're not even talking about that, nigga. If you sag your pants, you talking about being in the gang, nigga. You can't even sag. Nobody in the communities is doing this. Not at all. They're not. They're not. You see all these people on the corner doing what they do. The people in the community are supposed to come outside and go directly to the drug dealer. They're supposed to come outside and go directly to the drug dealer or the pimp. But they ain't going to do it, though. And I understand it's a fear thing because a lot of people are afraid of the results of what's going to happen to you if you approach a gangbanger or a person that's in a criminal activity or one of these thugs, one of these hoodlums, one of these demons. You could lose your life trying to spread the gospel. You could get bodied. You could get killed by trying to spread the gospel. For real. By trying to change what's going on in the community, by trying to change what's going on with all these bad things that's happening in our society, in our community, in our ghettos, in our urban areas and neighborhoods and things of that nature. You can get killed for that. So I understand the level of fear that these people in the neighborhoods have. I get it. But I mean, you got to start somewhere, man. Because these thugs, these gangbangers, these gangsters, these pimps, you know what I'm saying? These especially these gangbangers and pimps, they're not going to stop. You think a pimp is gonna stop having a female sell her vagina, her body for money when they're making a lot of money doing it? But then you got a little girl who's growing, barely even hitting her puberty and adolescence yet, and she can hear Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion talk shit about men. She can sit up there and she can see this escort or this prostitute walking out this building, and this lady barely even got any clothes on. The women in the communities need to be talking to the women that's inside of the communities as well. The women, the elderly women, I'm talking about the righteous ones, not the fake ones that have hidden agendas. Some people act like they holy and not even holy. They worse than the people that they sitting up there spreading the gospel to. The women in the communities are the ones that's supposed to be verbally teaching our younger women how to act. But our younger women is looking up to Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj and all these demonic ass witches that are gonna wish that they had mercy on the day of judgment. Facts. It's gonna take the communities to stop what's going on in the communities. Nobody else. We don't need no leaders. We don't need none of that. People got to get off their couches. Turn that damn TV off, old lady, old man, or uncle, auntie. Turn the TV off. Get off your couch and go outside. And go directly to the people that's causing these problems. Even if you got to go, I don't give a damn if you got to go with soldiers. I don't give a damn if you got to go with people with guns that are in the community that are licensed to carry. You know what I'm saying? Because if you call the popos, the only thing that's going to happen is they're going to probably try to add on to the problem. Y'all got to do it yourselves. And then if somebody come around with some BS, then the senior citizen or the civilian can call the police if they run across an obstacle. But it's going to take the community to clean up the community. Straight up and down. You got all these people that's living in these neighborhoods, and you got all these people that's terrorizing the neighborhoods. Well, the people that are living like regular people in the neighborhood, who are tired of the gunshots, who are tired of the persecution, who are tired of the oppression, who are tired of all the negativity, the murder, the crime, the poverty, especially the murder and crime. Well, if y'all tired of it, then do something about it. Get off y'all butts. Y'all got to go from house to house. All of the righteous people on that one street need to gather up. Everybody that's righteous on that one street, on that one block, need to link up. And y'all better have guns too, because I'm gonna be honest with you. This ain't just gonna be no verbal war. It's gonna be to the point where if you approach somebody and you're trying to change what's going on, oh no, you can't stand here and sell that. If you stand there for another 10 minutes, I'm gonna call our personal, because the neighborhood, y'all should police yourselves, but still, we still got the regular police, but y'all should have neighborhood police that are directly just from the neighborhood. You don't even have to call them police. You call them neighborhood watchers or neighborhood enhancement, neighborhood love, neighborhood supreme, neighborhood nip. I don't know, man. I don't know, dog. Neighborhood nip. I don't know, man. But y'all, it's all the righteous people in that one street. The God-fearing people, the righteous people, the people that know how to treat people, the people that know how to communicate, the people that know how to love. Those are the ones that's supposed to link up. Y'all put together your own team of people that are going to stop this. And each street should have an organization of people that's going to do that, dog. And I guarantee these gangbangers and these thugs and these so-called people, eventually they're going to have to get knocked off the map, my nigga. Because we sick of them anyways. They should be put to death, if you ask me. If you ask me, the people that sit up there causing the problems in the communities and do it on purpose, because you got some that ain't really doing it on purpose. They just out here living, and it's like they might have been indoctrinated. Every gangbanger that's a gangbanger, is not their fault. By the way, let's get that all the way straight. Some people were forced in it. Some people had to because they were getting jumped and beat up and bullied. Some of them wanted to do it. Some of them just want to be pure evil. If you know that these, I'm telling you, the people that's doing this shit purposely, pure evil, if you ask me, they should be put to death, execution style. No, I ain't talking about no lethal injection. I'm not talking about no stupid ass little, dumbass little execution like that. They should be hung, or they should be shot by firing squad, or they should face the electric chair or the gas chambers. One of the four, or thrown off of a cliff. I'm sorry. I know I said, I'm sorry. They should be thrown off of a fucking building. That's it. If you ask me, straight up and down. Some of them should be beheaded, if you ask me. But this ain't no third world country, so this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is our country, United States. This is a corporation, fam. That's why the people let all this stuff. That's why the leaders and the government and all these people that control the United States, they're evil. They let all the stuff that's going on happen. They could stop it. They could stop people from going in and out of jails or prisons. They could stop people from having to buy all these medications and just get one cure and they're good. And they don't have to come back, keep buying. $1 trillion pharmaceutical business. They could stop anything they want to stop. They could stop the kids from being, they could stop kids from underachieving academically. They could stop that. Straight up, they could fix up the communities. They could fix up the hood and the ghettos and the neighborhoods. They could stop prostitution. The government can stop all of that. They choose not to because they're not godly, my nigga. These are demons. These are demons that control the world. So of course it's gonna trickle down all the way to the neighborhoods, especially the worst neighborhoods. Straight up and down, my nigga. Let me see what this nigga said, man. Let me see something real quick. I done spent almost 20 minutes talking before the video.
So this gonna make you laugh, man.
Right.
So the cat that we speaking on, I told my homeboy, I said, yeah, man, I'm about to deal with this situation with this guy, man, who dissing rips and down moves, and I'm gonna let him say what did my homeboy say.
You said you came out here to check Charleston White, and he said, damn, he gone.
I'm gone, man.
That's all you gotta say.
Yeah, you said, damn, he gone.
Hey, but that shows that we got more respect for ourselves, and we ain't the animals that everybody think we is.
Exactly.
Because if that cat would have caught me 20 years ago, 10 years ago,
it'd have been over.
I'd have grabbed him by his motherfucking head.
Yeah, but how you gonna grab him by his shirt and do anything to him? What Charleston White said in that particular segment was he was against the gangbanging. The way he said it was very, it was brutal or whatever, but I understand him. Because a lot of gangbangers, them brutalized niggas and them shot niggas in the head, brains all over the place. You can't compare a nigga getting shot in the head and brains all over the place. You can't compare that to the words that's coming out of Charleston White's mouth. You cannot compare somebody getting shot in the face and you see his brains everywhere You can't compare that to the words that just came out of Charleston White mouth. There's no comparison, because the act of a nigga getting shot in the face is way more visually brutal and physically brutal, spiritually and mentally brutal than whatever Charleston White said that made people mad. And this is the problem I have with people. People are selective, man. Black folks, our race, we're so selective what we want to get mad about and what we want to sit up there and stand up for and what we want to criticize. We are selective as hell. He's talking about what he would have did to Charleston White 20 years ago. Well, I mean, what was Charleston White saying so bad that made you angry? Because if you don't gangbang no more, then why in the world are you angry at him? I understand the way he said it was, you know, Charleston White do be crossing lines now, but you're no longer in the game. So it shouldn't even make you mad. You should actually be agreeing with what he's saying, because at the end of the day, the thugs and the gangbangers and the hooligans in the damn communities are the ones that's causing the destruction of the communities. They're causing the destruction of our youth. That's facts. That's facts. So we don't care what Mobb James would have did to Charleston White a long time ago. And how you gonna say what you gonna do to somebody? You're not the only one with a gun. If he sat up there and said what he said, and that would have made you mad back then, which I get it, because it's how he said it. Well, then it's like, you think that he just gonna let you grab him? No, nigga, you gotta show and prove. And may the best man win. Don't nobody got the overhand over no damn body. It's about who see who first, or who can get his gun in his hand first and cock it back first and pull the trigger first, if it ain't already one in the head. Facts.
He's been on his back. I'd have pulled out my pistol and made that motherfucker taste it. Now you talking about pulling your dick out of motherfuckers like that. Taste this dick, my nigga.
Right.
Now, I can resort back to that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But that's not me. But this is what could have happened if he really was fucking with somebody that's really active and out there like that.
Right.
You know, and this dude just don't understand it.
Right.
You playing with fire, my nigga.
Well, what's unfortunate about the whole situation, because his whole point of view is that he want to help the kids, right?
Yeah.
And I think Unc said it while y'all was talking. We couldn't see everybody. We just saw you on the footage that we got. But one of them said something to the effect that this person might be able to help this person. This person might be able to help that person. It's certain young ones from a different element that's never gonna respect the cat like that, but they'll respect the cat like you.
That's true,
right?
but you gotta look at it like this. Some cats love motherfuckers like that.
Yeah.
Especially if it ain't in you, if it ain't gangster by nature, not by choice, if it ain't in you, you gonna follow that type of bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to know the difference.
Right.
And that's the problem we have today. You got different cats out here. You got the weenies, you got the busters, you got the niggas that's just being who they is.
Right.
Everybody don't know their position. You got the cats that want to be that dude and can't be that dude. So I'm gonna envy the dude that
really is.
That what it is.
Right.
So what they do, they start plotting on you. They start this and that. You know, you got niggas out here calling.
Well, yeah, but what does that have to do with the conversation you and Charleston White had? We're not talking about envy right now or jealousy right now. You know what I'm saying? Charleston White not jealous of you. And listen, man, I done had my issues against Charleston White, but I'm gonna give credit when credit is due, and I'm gonna talk shit when I need to talk my shit and constructively criticize your ass. I don't give a damn who you is. I'm a Texas nigga and I'm a bad MF too. Squad business. I'm squad business. Straight up. But man, this is crazy, dog. That ain't got nothing to do with the damn conversation.
The police sitting in the house. Oh, you know, such and such did this.
Right.
I ain't gonna say my name about click or some shit like that. But we are so different today.
Right.
And this is what we're trying to change.
Right.
What we are and who we are. And you know, I'm a prime example. If you want to quit and you want to change, you can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know if I did it, all of us can do it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
And I want you to state for the record, because people gonna see the footage, but they don't know everybody that was in the room, right? Them was his own homies that was checking him, right?
Yeah.
That was telling him he was wrong and he was in violation.
Newberry was there. He was sitting to my right. He from 60s.
Right.
You know, but
in
from Texas.
Right.
From down here. And you know, he did 18 years for his cause.
Right.
Being a 60.
Right.
And Charleston was on my other side, and Hen is from 40s, from out of LA.
Okay.
You know, 40 Crips.
Okay.
Everybody was Crips in there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why, you know, I like to come and go where I go by myself. I don't need a crowd to be me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just me and Smith and Wesson. You know what I'm saying? And I'm comfortable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, no, I protect myself 100. I ain't gonna come down here. That's why I don't fly no motherfucking way.
Right.
I get my car and I'm rolling me and everything.
Right.
You feel me? So, what it was, I mean, that environment was cool.
Right.
But then, you know, this dude started putting his phone on the side. He videoing this shit for his own purpose.
Right.
Not doing his show.
Right.
He videoing it for his
Clout.
purpose. And he didn't think it was going to go the way it went.
Right.
He didn't think I was going to get mad.
Right.
That shows Charleston that he don't know me.
Right.
So I can go from 0 to 100 just like that.
One of the things he said too, dudes from Cali don't look at Texas like they got a big homie, little homie, though. Like he was saying, y'all act like y'all our big homies, you know.
I don't act like I'm nobody big homie if I don't know you. How can I be your big homie if we ain't never fuck with each other?
Right.
That's his misconception.
Right.
Because, and when you talk like that, because you never been a gang member.
Right.
You know, you tried to be a gang member, but you failed at it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is everything that he hate, everything he speak on, he failed at it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be a pimp, nigga, you failed at it.
Right.
Trying to be a dope dealer, you failed at it.
Right.
Trying to be a gangbanger, you failed at it.
Right.
So he ain't nothing but a fucking loser.
Right.
And ha boo boo now, motherfucker. But hey, I seen Charleston yesterday and you know shook his hand. What's happening with you, baby? You good? So I'm just showing him. I ain't no hater ass nigga, but it's just certain things you don't do in front of a motherfucker that's trying to get your understanding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I wouldn't have felt when he stood up that you trying to disrespect or you trying to turn your ass toward me, nigga, we ain't in prison because I'd have bent your ass over.
Right.
Nigga, this how you want to get out?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You would have bent him over. See, this is why I say that our race have mental illness, bro. This is why I say our race has mental illness, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because like you keep saying what you would have did, but you're a changed man, dog. Like, nah, we don't want to hear what you would have did. You didn't do it, so we don't want to hear what you would have did, and you're a changed man. So that sure enough don't help your message of positivity for the youth and the people that's trying to change their lives and get out of gangbanging or might have thought about gangbanging and, you know what I'm saying, they just at the tip of actually joining one. Like come on, man. We got to do better as 40 and 50 and 60-year-olds, man. Straight up, dog.
Cause so I could have treated him all different kind of ways in that situation.
You can't treat nobody without getting treated back. You keep saying that you would have treated him and you would have did this. How? Nobody's just gonna sit there and let you just do whatever. Nobody's gonna let you just do whatever. So stop. Let me go to. I'm about to hop in the store real quick and let y'all listen to this.
But looking at him and then
just give me 2-3 minutes.
All I asked Charleston, just say you want it.
Right.
And if he would have said he wanted, now you're a grown man.
Right.
Now I'm gonna treat you like one.
Right.
I got you.
Right.
So he didn't.
Right.
And that's when it's enough. Because I don't get no points from coming to Texas and touching that cat.
Right.
And I'm not putting all the Texas dudes, Bloods and Crips in his bullshit.
Right.
It's just me and Charleston. You know what I'm saying? Like he trying to put all the Bloods and Crips in one basket from California talking about they all ain't shit.
Right.
You don't know all of us.
Right.
It's Bloods out there doing their thing, trying to give back. It's Crips out there giving back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you knew that, you wouldn't be talking this bullshit.
Right.
You know, fuck Max Cody. He was woo-woo. Hold up, homie. You don't know these brothers.
Right.
And the only reason why I got mad at that is because this man lived his belief when he was alive.
Right.
He was a straight Crip.
Right.
Just like all of us. So we got to give each other our props for being who we are.
Right.
But when you get motherfuckers just trying to defame and take, no man,
because they can't really be that.
He wish he could have been that type of cat.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, on that note, man, it ain't worth it. So I just hope everybody out there stop fucking with it and listening to that dude.
One more thing, James, and I know it's hot out here. I told you yesterday, man, that I appreciate you for telling the truth and to begin the process for all the truth to come to light about that Tupac story, man, because you know, Tupac had become like this mythical, iconic figure. People wanted to say he was gonna come back in 7 years, and I know you heard all that, the stories, he ain't dead and everything else. Yeah. So I just wanted on camera for everybody to know Hey, Rude, Dwayne Hendricks, founder of USA. I'm saluting the brother James for telling the truth about what was really going on at that time.
You know, and the truth, it really is what it is. You know, Tupac, to me, this is my personal opinion, he would be here today if he would have not got in that situation. You know, this is some gang banging shit, my nigga. You're not from here and you shouldn't have gang banged.
Right.
But people get mad at me and don't understand what I'm trying to say. If Tupac would have never pretended to be a Paru or activated himself as a Paru, he would have stood still. He wouldn't have moved. The ones that had the altercation with Orlando Anderson, they should have took that upon themselves.
Right.
Leave Tupac out of it. He the artist. He the money.
Right.
So once you allowed your money to get into the gang banging aspect of it, we lost that. And once you lost Tupac, we lost Death Row.
That's right.
Death Row was done after that.
Right.
So if these people don't understand that, man, it is what it is.
Right.
You know, Orlando was a Crip, but he was with the business.
Right.
He was a young cat that felt totally disrespected by being touched.
Right.
I guarantee you he wouldn't have felt like that if it was the Bloods. It was the homies that he got into it with it and got him.
Right.
Because one thing he might have said, when we get back to the hood is on.
Right.
It's already going down between the mob and the South.
Right.
He probably would have chalked it up because he wasn't fucked up.
Right.
He probably would have chalked that one up. This ain't the first time he done got packed out by some Bloods or some other motherfuckers. So it would have been totally different. So everybody out there, that man was talented as fuck.
Right.
I never said, I never felt that I hated that brother.
Right.
I just said, you can't be from a gang if you ain't never broke bread in this hood.
Right.
And that's where I crossed the line at.
Right.
Tupac was claiming the hood because of the homies at Death Row.
Right.
He was, so let's say, Death Row bullshit.
Right.
Instead of just in the hood, kicking it, drinking, and chilling. Never that.
All right, thanks, bro.
All right. So that was some great dialogue, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mobb James too, man. I respect him because he is a changed man. And I love the fact that he's a changed man, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you gotta try better, try harder, Mobb. I know it's hard to get that killer instinct about you. You've been molded and conditioned to be a certain kind of way, and you tried to change, and you have changed, and I respect that for you. I salute you. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, we gotta just try our best to do better, especially verbally when we teaching these youth how to change and how to not go into that same direction. But I do respect Mobb James, though. I really do. Square business. So, and shout out to Charleston White too, man. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. He just be crossing the line and saying a lot of shit that can piss people off, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of him saying it in a different way, he'll say it in a way where people are looking at the disrespect part more than how he's teaching, more than the message part. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be my only issue with Charleston White. Other than that, man, I like what he's doing, man. You know what I'm talking about? We need more people like him, minus the disrespect and the character and all of that. You know what I'm saying? On that note, I gotta go. I got things to do and people to meet. You know what I'm talking about? Square business. It's your boy Illflow Spit, aka Cleveland Venom, coming out to H-Town, Houston, Texas, Southwest Minister Closet TV, while bringing the news for the closet. Cheer. I think I said too much. I'm gone. Peace.